Hey JP, this shit clean.
What's going on, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another video. In this video we're gonna go ahead and do two versions of a Dan Bilzerian haircut. We're gonna do what I think he actually gets, and then at the very end I'm gonna show you guys if I was to ever cut his hair, this is what I would do, which I think is a lot better. It's not a whole lot different, but it makes the difference once you guys see it. So make sure you guys stay tuned. But here, getting started with this haircut, I am going in and getting my client's hair nice and wet. That way it's prepped for when I go in with the shears. And right here I'm just combing out his hair in the direction that I want it to go and making sure that it's all nice and uniform. Alright you guys, so to begin trimming down the top, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a section right here on the front. I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice firm grip, and then also I'm gonna ask my client exactly how much length he wants off the top. Actually no, I'm not gonna ask him because again we're doing the Dan Bilzerian haircut, so I'm gonna try to reenact it as much as I can. We were going based off of a picture that I seen on Google, so yeah, we're gonna use that as a reference. And you could kind of see me here, like I'm asking my client what he thinks that hairstyle, like what length that is, and we're basically going off of both of our opinions. So yeah, once we decided exactly what length we wanted to go to, I pretty much used that same guide and worked it all the way to the back as I'm finishing off trimming the top. So now recently, anytime that I finish trimming down the top, I always like to go ahead and get the style out of the way. That way the shape is already there and I won't have to worry about the shape too much at the very end. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go in and blow dry it, style it. That way once I go in with the fade, I could kind of already see the shape of the haircut. So whenever I'm using any type of matte product, I want to make sure that the hair is completely dry. You do not want to leave any type of moisture in the hair, or else it's pretty much pointless for you to use a matte product. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. And for this haircut, I feel like Dan Bilzerian doesn't really do his hair, so I'm kind of just trying to leave it as messy as I can. And to be honest, like Dan Bilzerian does have a completely different hair texture as my friend Brendan here, so I'm trying to work with what I got and just trying to reenact it as best as I can. So now that I styled the top, I'm gonna go in and start to remove the bulk. That way it gets it ready for the fade. So Dan Bilzerian doesn't go completely short, but here I am just using the clipper over comb technique just to go ahead and prep the hair. So like I said, Dan Bilzerian does not go completely bald on the side, so I thought doing a shadow fade with the number 1 guard all the way closed would do the right trick. So, and he doesn't really get it too high, so I'm gonna go ahead and do like around a mid shadow fade. So here I'm going over the ear, trying to keep it relatively kind of low to mid length. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in the back because I do want to leave some length on the cowlick area. That way it looks nice and full back there and gives the haircut some good shape. Now here I went ahead and opened the lever all the way. That way we're continuing the shadow fade and blending it to the top. Now for the next step on the fade process, I attach my number 1.5 guard, and I'm basically going to be playing with my lever on this one, starting with it all the way open and then closing it to go ahead and get rid of the bottom line. So now here I'm going back in with the clipper over comb just to finalize the shape and blending in the fade to the top. So yeah, I'm using the carbon comb that I always recommend to you guys. This is the best comb to go ahead and do the clipper over comb. So if you guys do not have this comb, make sure you guys check out the link in the description down below. Also, any of the tools that I'm using in this video will be down in the description down below. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, go ahead and check that out. So now to go ahead and blend in his beard, I'm using the 1.5 guard and just removing the bulk right there on the side, using the lever all the way open and then moving to it all the way closed to go ahead and remove the bulk. So I'm pretty sure Dan Bilzerian does not get a boxed out in the neck, so I'm gonna go ahead and bald it out to go ahead and start on the neck taper. Now using my wall magic clips with the lever all the way open, I'm gonna go ahead and create my first guideline by going up an inch. Now here I'm going in with the lever all the way closed, and you're gonna see me constantly playing with the lever to go ahead and get rid of the bottom line. So first starting it with the lever all the way closed to halfway and then open once again, doing whatever I need to do to go ahead and remove the bottom line. So here I have the number half guard, not the number half guard, the number 0.5 guard, or whatever you guys want to call it. And once again, play with the lever. I mean, the side is already pretty short, so this should be the last guard that we use to go ahead and blend in the neck taper. So when you're doing a shadow fade and then we do a taper on the neck, it's usually pretty easy to blend out. It's just a couple steps. So now we're gonna go ahead and line up the neck area. We're not gonna do too much lining up because he really is all about natural, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and line up the neck area and then also the round part on around the temple peak point. Now my best friend Brendan here, he was blessed with a dope beard. I'm surprised he doesn't wear it pretty long like this all the time, but I wish I could grow a beard like this. If you guys have seen my beard, I have the whole like Wolverine type of beard going on, but for his beard, I'm gonna go ahead and just pretty much freehand shape the entire thing. I want to leave the cheek area nice and slim and then leave more of the length right there in the chin. So now here I'm going in with the trimmers just to go ahead and clean it up a little bit more and leaving a hard line at the very bottom just to go ahead and clean it up a little bit more. So now this is what I feel like the real Dan Bilzerian, this is what he gets for the most part. He gets a shadow fade, he leaves the beard nice and natural, he does clean it up a little bit, but he does not line it up. So yeah, this is the Dan Bilzerian look. Now stay tuned for my version of the cut. So now for my version, you already know that we're gonna go in and taper in the sideburns. So starting with the trimmer, go ahead and bald it out. Now I'm gonna go in using the shaver to make it nice and bald right there on the side. So now for the side taper, I'm still going to be using my magic clips, and now here I'm going in with the lever all the way closed, flicking out about 1/4 of an inch up every single time, and every time I'm moving up, I'm opening the lever a little bit more until I get to it all the way open. Now here using the half guard, I have the lever all the way open, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it all the way to go ahead and get rid of that middle line. So now to go ahead and fade the beard, we're going to be doing the exact same thing. First, I'm starting off by removing the bulk with the number 1 guard and making sure that I'm flicking out to make it nice and even and not leave any hard lines. So here I'm going back in and freehand shaping one last time to go ahead and finish off the transition right there on the beard. That way this whole look is almost complete. So I guess I didn't end up recording me actually lining up, but you guys will get to see the final result. So here I'm going in with the straight razor to go ahead and finalize and clean up any last imperfection that there is on the beard. That way I'm making it as crispy as I can. But you guys, this is my version of the haircut. I told you guys it wasn't a whole lot different, but it makes a big difference with that little change on the side taper and blending in the beard and also lining up the beard. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Also leave your guys' comments down in the comment section down below. Once again, if you guys would like to purchase any of the tools and equipments I use inside this video, make sure you guys check the link in the description. But my name is Jorge. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.